Live now, though.
Yeah, it should be fine. So sorry about that. We should have let you know 100% that we caused it, but we didn't cause it.
Yeah, no, let's see. No. Okay, Ryan Steinolfson here. Hope you're doing well. It's about 105, 107 now, going live. I apologize for a little bit of a late start. I'm back from vacation. I was out of town for almost 5 weeks, and I'm glad to be back. And I was learning the whole time I was gone about all types of new things that are happening with both Google local service ads and Google business profile, because that's what we've been, helping businesses optimize for the last, 16 years. And also with AI, it's almost impossible to keep up with everything. So I'm going to be talking to you about, like I said today, the voice AIs for SMBs, 24/7 response, LSA text tactics, and real-time transfers. So if you're a business owner, this is very applicable. This is going to be very applicable to you. I'm really looking forward to answering any questions that you have. Please, if you have any comments or questions, post them in the chat. If you're watching this on the replay, then jump back in, or sorry, just leave a comment, and then I will jump back in later and respond to all comments, both live and on the recording. And yeah, I mean, and I am. That's the reason why I started late today is because I didn't realize it, but our StreamYard account was actually paused while I was on vacation. So I went to go live, and StreamYard, if you're watching, I mean, definitely gotta let you. It didn't let me know until I was actually pressing the button to go live that we needed to actually turn our account back on. So anyway, very interesting. So I'm back, glad to be here, and I'm going to go through this. So I did find, there's so many things to talk about. I mean, ChatGPT 5 just came out. If you're a business owner, I'm just going to cut right to the chase and say, the opportunity for a business now is to incorporate artificial intelligence as much as you possibly can into your business before your competitors do. Because what it's going to do is that's the bottom line, really, is that it's going to give you a competitive advantage that like you've never seen before. And this is going to be a competitive advantage that's way more than what we've seen in the past 16 years of doing online marketing, way more than just setting up a Google business profile page, which we went through all that. We saw what you could do when you actually were able to start running ads on Google, whatever, like 12 years ago, 14, 15 years ago, and Facebook, probably 8 years ago or 9 years ago. And the guys that all did well with that were the ones that started soon and early, they were early adopters. Okay. So I'm going to encourage you guys to do the same thing with artificial intelligence, because it can really give you a competitive advantage, whether you use AI to help you get more reviews, which we have a system that can do that. We have a system that can actually make an outbound call. An AI agent can make an outbound call, follow up with the people that you've actually done work for, and then send the person a text link. If the person says they had a great experience, it'll send them a text link to say, hey, you can leave a review. Here's the link. The AI agents can actually be used to answer your phone, to respond to message leads. I'm going to talk about why this is important, but I'm also going to talk to you about real time. What I was, what the title says, which is voice AI agents for SMBs, 24/7 response, which is huge. I mean, obviously, if you're a business and you're not able to be live and open 24/7, an AI agent now makes it so that you are a 24/7 business. Okay, you can be open 24 hours, 7 days a week. So now you can actually get access to about another 10, 20, maybe even 30% more leads just because you're open 24/7. Okay, so the other thing is that there's real-time translation. Okay, so what does that mean? So real-time translation means, bottom line is that the AI agent can speak many different languages, up to 50, 60, basically every language out there. So now this also increases the people that you can communicate with and that you can do business with, because the AI agent can communicate with those people and schedule appointments and can potentially be even a translator for you or people in your companies. You can use the AI as a translator between you and that person that needs your assistance or needs your help, whether it's for a roofing job or any other type of job that you might do as a small to medium-sized business. The other big opportunity that we're seeing right now with Google, and this is one of the reasons why we say the writing's on the wall for AI, is if you cannot respond to AI agents. We're not just talking about being available and open 24/7. We're talking about the ability to respond in seconds and not minutes. What that does is, and I'll show you in a second what I'm talking about, is it gives you the opportunity to convert more leads. That's a huge advantage. So not only will AI help you or get you access to more leads by being available 24/7, allowing you to talk to more people in more languages, it can actually help you convert more leads because of the fact that it responds instantly. There's no waiting, no lagging. And Google is expecting this, okay? Google is expecting that you're able to do that. And let me show you what I'm talking about. So I'm going to show my screen here. I'm going to show my phone actually, because I think it's the best way to actually demonstrate this. Share screen here. So let me just show my phone here. Okay, let me 1 second. I promise it will not take that long here. Okay, where'd it go? No, it's here. There it is. StreamYard. Okay, so hopefully you're going to be able to see this. Nope. Let me see. Okay. Share screen. Entire screen. Here, hold on 1 second. Sorry. Okay, so I'm going to show my screen here on my phone, and I really want you guys, because I really want you guys to see how powerful this is, because it really is. So there's my phone. So I'm connecting to it. Let me connect. Yes, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to do a search here, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. So if I go to Google, and we just did this. Okay, I just did this with a guy that I was on the phone with that's in Bentonville, and he does roofing. He called me up because he saw some of my videos on YouTube or somewhere. And what I wanted him to see is if I typed in commercial roofing Bentonville, which is the search that we just did, look at this. So this is why, as a business owner, it's very important for you to be able to respond instantly, because Google and these other lead generation services, whether it's Angie's List or Yelp or Bing or whatever, they're all going to start sending you more leads that are going to be for this one, to get competitive quotes. So let's say I'm looking for a commercial roofer in Bentonville. I can click on this little button here, and what it's going to do is I'm going to put in here my message. I'm looking to get a roof done in Bentonville. I want this type of roof. Here's my email. Here's my phone number. I don't have to put my phone number in, but I can send this message to 4 different businesses at one time. And who do you think Google is going to send this message to? Do you think they're going to send it? And let me show you something. If I go down here, and this is what I would do for your business, if you're an actual small to medium-sized business, is I would type in your keyword in your city and do this search and see what comes up when you do this search. Because if you're seeing this, and I'll guarantee you that you're going to see more and more and more of this. This is not going away. Google and all these lead generation services that you either pay for or that you are on for free. Like, for example, if you're down here in the maps, This same thing is going to start happening in the map section. We just saw this recently where instead of actually, there was a button down here that allowed you to use AI in order for it to go out and do some competitive bidding on your behalf, like actually bid the job or get the job bidded on or get a bid from multiple different roofing companies that are listed in the Google Business Profile section. So there's going to be, what I'm trying to say is you're going to get more phone calls, not fewer. You're going to get more text messages, not fewer. And the business that can respond to those increased number of phone calls and increased number of message leads is the one in a very short amount of time. That's the key. You've got to be able to respond to these leads quickly. I'm talking about in 30 seconds or less. Why 30 seconds or less? I'm glad you asked. Because any call that Google generates for you from people that find you in this local service ad section here at the top, any call that is generated, if you don't answer it in less than 30 seconds, that call is considered a missed call. Okay. Why is that important? Well, that's important because missed calls cause you to be ranked lower on the maps. So the reason why David's Roofing is here is a combination of three things. It's reviews, radius, response rate. I just talked to this guy, Michael, about it, this roofer in Bentonville, which, his business was not listed here. Okay. And he's paid thousands and thousands of dollars actually per month for a business to help him show up both here on the maps and then also down here in the organic section. And he got no results. We did this search. We looked in his city, Bentonville. We typed in his keyword. And by the way, I'm going to do this same search on Gemini, because this is where people are searching now as well. They're not just searching on Google. Commercial roofer. And I'm going to tell you right now, guys, that this is the search that's being done more and more often. And look at Google is, and I don't know what percentage of the business that Google has, but I'm going to do a search and I'm going to find out. Google's probably a little bit biased, but I'm going to ask Google, what percentage of the large language model usage does Gemini and Chat GPT have? I'm curious. 34. While exact real-time percentages for Gemini are not publicly available, studies indicate ChatGPT has significantly higher usage, with 34% of adults used as, while Gemini usage is considerably lower. One source states that Gemini was only 1% behind ChatGPT in usage among Americans age 16 and up. 1%. Okay, so that would mean that Gemini's usage, Gemini was only for 16 and up. However, the usage of Gemini likely decreased significantly when ChatGPT gained, according to, okay, so Gemini is probably being used about 25%, 25 to 33%, whereas ChatGPT is being used about 34% of the time. So if I go here, and I want you to see the difference in the results. So commercial roofing, Domino, Trailhead, 5-star. TF Thompson, Surfco, Superior Roofing, Brown Boys, Apple Roofing. Okay, so this is, and I want to go back here. I want to show you something. So this is very interesting. So now let's go back. So this is the new way to show up for people that are doing searches. The old way is this way, is just on Google, because they had over 80% of the market share. Now they've got the new market share for large language model searches. They've got about 25 to 30% of the market share. But right now, businesses that are being searched for by individuals, I would say Google still has about 50% of the searches for just on Google, like this type of search. Of the remaining amount, they've got about 30%. So they're still getting about 60% of the searches. Now, I want you to see, do you recognize some of these names? David's, Roof Tech, Midcon, NW Commercial, Domino, Trailhead. So do you recognize these? They're very similar to what they're showing here. Here you go, Domino, Trailhead. And here's what you want to do. This company provides commercial roofing services for various materials, including TPO, EDPM, BVC, metal roofs, and build roof. This can assist with repairs. Now, where do you think Google is getting this additional information from? For Domino and for Trailhead, they're getting it from their website, okay? And we'll find it in a second here. So this is why you as a business owner, not only what I would recommend is that you leverage artificial intelligence so that you can show up 24/7 and you can have your AI agent schedule or book an appointment for you. It can actually answer the phone for you, respond to message leads. It can respond to the leads like I showed you that are now coming much more frequently from Google, from AI. AI is actually making outbound phone calls. Let me just pull this up. So that, I want to show you this because this is, I think, very important as well. So Google making AI outbound calls to local businesses. Yeah, I want you to see this. Yes, AI on Google search has made outbound calls to local businesses on behalf of users since the expansion of its Ask for Me feature in January and its AI-powered calling in July of 2025. This agentic AI helps users by automating tasks such as checking pricing availability for local services. So how AI on Google search calling works. A customer submits a request through Google search or Google Maps for local services. For example, pet groomer near me, automated call. AI on Google search places automated phone calls to multiple relevant businesses on the user's behalf. The AI asks for information like pricing, availability, and appointment options. Information summary, the AI collects the information it gathers from the calls and summarizes it for the user. So this is very similar to the message situation that I just showed you back here. Okay, here, if I go here and I show you, it's very similar to this right here. AI is getting competitive quotes in the local service ad section, just like if I do a search, let me just do this. It said pet groomer near me. I'm kind of curious if it's going to show up. Pet groomer, because they're only offering this to certain verticals. And I want to show this to you. I want to show it to you in real time so that you can see. Okay, so it's not showing up here, but eventually, I don't know where the button is, but you could say, hey, AI, use AI to call Pet Spoiler Spa, Scentbound, Shampoochi, and then get me a quote and then get back to me and summarize all the information. Okay. So I hope that makes sense. I hope you guys see that. I hope you guys see the opportunity here. Please post any questions or comments in the sidebar here. I really would, I'd like for you guys to post any questions that you have. I mean, it's going to help me understand that you're to understand that you're understanding this and that you're tracking with this and the importance of doing this. And I'm going to give you legitimate, follow-ups that you can do as a business. Okay. So right now, okay, I'm going to show you what I would do. Okay. So as a business owner, let me just go back to what I was showing you here. So if I go back to ChatGPT, and I go, let me just go back here. Let me go to Gemini, and I'm going to show you where, because one of the things I told you that I would do is show you like where they're getting this information. For Domino Roofing, let's go to Domino Roofing's listing, okay, on the maps, in order to find out where this information is, if we can find it. Okay. Let's go back here. Commercial roofing. Okay, Domino. Here we go. So let's go to their website. Let's go to Domino. Let's click on them. See if we can go to their website. Okay. So I want to see if there's an about us. There we go. What we do. Domino is a family-oriented business, Bentonville, with over 16 years. So let me go back here and see what Google picked up on here. They offer comprehensive roofing for repairs, installation, maintenance. They specialize in a variety of commercial. Okay, so that is not very specialized, but I want to see if Trailhead. So what I'm trying to show you guys here is, in order for you to have this information show up for your business, you need to put this information on your website. I would create an FAQ page on your website so that Google or Gemini rather, or the LLMs can actually very easily find what they need if people are asking for other things besides just commercial roofer in Bentonville. Okay, so I would see, like, let's do this. How about a TPO roofer? How about a TPO roofer in Bentonville? And I'm doing this because I know Trailhead does TPO. I don't know what TPO is, but Gemini does. There you go. If you don't have TPO, or if you are, or an FAQ page that talks about offering TPO, Google can, on your website in an FAQ section, then Google will not show you up here. They will not show you on this page. Several companies in and around Bentonville, Arkansas specialize in TPO, thermoplastic polyolefin roofing. TPO is a popular choice for commercial properties and sometimes residential roof flats due to its durability, energy efficiency, and cost effectiveness. So you can see here, they explicitly state they provide services around TPO, Basie's Roofing. This company specializes in various commercial roofing and TPO, and one of their listed specialties among their modified Shoemaker roofs. They offer TPO membrane roof installs. Okay, so you see that you want these little blurbs. I'm not talking about blog posts. I'm talking about little blurbs on your website in the form of an FAQ page that answers all of these type of questions, so that when somebody types in these specific types of searches on the large language models in the future, you will show up. You will get more leads. Okay. And it's just that simple. So, and if I click this link, here we go. It shows you exactly. If there's a little link here, can be installed on the roofs. There you go. So I'm going to try to go. Yep. This shows you exactly where it shows on their website. TPO memory can be installed on flat roofs, and it acts as a substantial layer of protection. There you go. So the more of this type of information that you have on your site, the more chance that you have to actually show up on the large language models and not just Google. So let's do this same search. Commercial roofers in Bentonville. Let me just do the same search on ChatGPT. Now, ChatGPT is going to be a little bit different. And by the way, there's definitely ways that you can highlight this information. on your website so that it's more easily found. So, okay. So look at this. So you've got a list. Oh man, they're getting good, man. ChatGPT is actually taking a page out of Google's book. I actually like the listing here. It feels like a Google business profile type listing that they're showing. You can either do a map listing. They're literally doing a map listing, almost like Google Maps. This is amazing. This is new. This was not here at least 2 or 3 weeks ago that I know of. Quick and dirty rundown. Covers everything new, commercial builds, why you might like them. I mean, I even like how they're using this slang here. This is like really, I mean, this is really good. At least this is what I think is. So what to do next? Because you're smart like that. Oh my gosh. I love the language that they're using. Define what your business needs. Leak pitch, call, request a free inspection, get a few estimates, look for check the ask about response times. It gives you some legitimate, got good line of commercial roofers who don't mess around. Pick a couple, get the bids, and go with whoever best of all skills. Wow. I like this. So this is how you're going to show up on. Now I didn't even. It figured out that I wanted. So let me just type this out of curiosity. TPO roofing experts in Bentonville. Now there's a markup language that you can use that would highlight these FAQ answers that would make them more findable by Google. And it's just a markup language. And again, same listings, trailhead. So these LLMs are finding the same information on these companies' websites. Almost the same listings, trailhead, bases, ridgeline, heritage. And let me go to Gemini's. See how different they are. TF, let me see. Was this no, that was not the. Here's the TPO listings. Trailhead, bases, shoemaker, heritage, same listings. Same listings. Trailhead, bases, shoemaker, heritage, restore master. Let me see. I think Gemini gave one more. Yeah. Wow. One more. Yeah. Google, the same listings though. So what does this show you? Okay. What this shows me is if you want to show up in the future, if you want to get a jump start on your competitors, then what you want to do is create an FAQ page that answers all the questions that somebody might have about the services that you offer so that Google can get the specific answers on any type of question that somebody might ask, detailed questions. Because you know that you ask a lot more detailed questions, I do at least, in a large language model versus or AI than I do with Google. Now, and we can go to Google, and I'm kind of curious. We can just go to plain old Google. Well, and we did actually, and we saw the result that Google showed you. So this is how I would optimize. And let's just do Grok. I'm just kind of curious. TPO roofers. Heritage, Trailhead, Bentonville, Holland is new, Shamrock is new. Wow, this is very detailed. Wow. So a little bit different search result after number 3. Other than that, it's the same. Why? Because they all are scraping the websites to find the specific information about the businesses that you want to know about, and to give you the specific answer that you're looking for. And I will say that ChatGPT, what's interesting is, and I want to know where they're getting their information from. If I go to Trailhead, you'll notice the thing, okay, they've got reviews, but I don't get access to them. Okay. That's one of the things. Okay. So it's using Google Maps. I think it's because that's what I've got as my default maps on my phone. I'm wondering where it's getting these photos from. I really am wondering. Call, so you can call, but there's no the reviews 132 4.8. I'm curious. I want to see where these reviews are coming from. Basie's got 132. Trailhead's got 167. Let's see if that's the same on Gemini. I like how it's showing the reviews, but it's not. There's no reviews on Gemini. I don't like that. I'm shocked that Google is doing this, because Google has all this information, but ChatGPT is doing a better job of actually displaying the reviews. How are you going to make a decision right here? Yeah, I can make a decision right from what. This is unbelievable. I mean, because Google has all this information, but honestly, ChatGPT is doing a better job of giving you access to the data that you need in order to make a decision. Now, let me just go back here. I want to look and see on Maps. Didn't mean to do that. I want to go to Google Maps. I want to go to the search results. Nope, that's not it. What percentage? Let me go back. I think I went into Domino after I did the search on ChatGPT. So let me just, okay. So Domino. So let me just pull out one more time. So, okay. So let me go to commercial roofing Bentonville. Okay. So what was the one that we said? It was, sorry. Hold on one second. I really want to do this search. So Trailhead, 167 reviews, 5-star rating. Okay. Trailhead. We got to find Trailhead. Okay. They're pulling the reviews from Google, which is really surprising to me. Domino, 136. So this is where the reviews are coming from. But you can't, this is what's funny, but you can't on ChatGPT, you can't get access to the reviews. You can't click on them in order to see the actual reviews. I think even this open till 5 is being scraped, 8 to 5. This is even being scraped from Google, I think. And yeah, I mean, this is very interesting. So if I go to Domino, where's Domino? Nope. Where's Domino? Okay. This is really, I mean, for me, it's Basie's. Let me just see Basie's 132. I want to just triple confirm this. Basie's. Let me see. We got to find Basie's here. Basie's. See, and this is another point, is that even though Basie's is way down the list, because they specialize in TPO, they can now show up because they offer that. So this is something to keep in mind, guys. Like, you're not out of the game at all when it comes to LLM optimization, because you can show up for random keywords like TPO commercial roofers in Bentonville, and where is it? But you wouldn't even show up on the maps. So I hope you guys are seeing like how important this is, to show up, to actually like here. I'm gonna go bases. Hold on, I'm gonna like make it, pull it up. Was it bases? Bases Roofing. Yeah, 133 reviews. That's it. ChatGPT is pulling the reviews from the Google business profile page on Google. You can't see the reviews, and Google on their Gemini LLM, you can't see the reviews, which is, again, it's like they have access to the data. Why aren't they showing it? In my opinion, ChatGPT has a better tool to give people access to the data that they want when they're doing searches, like I just did for a commercial realtor in Bentonville. Let me know what you think. Please send comments here. The actionable items for you are to go and set up a chat agent, for your business. I'll show you what that looks like. So here's our chat agent. It's right here. So on our website, I can easily, have a conversation with the agent instantly. It's very easy to communicate with, and it's instant. So this is what I would do. I would have an AI agent like this. This is our company, DIY AI. So you go to DIYai.ai. Look and see if if this is something that here. I'm sorry. Actually, what am I saying? Yeah, this is So this is what you can do. I mean, you can set up you can have an AI agent set up for your business in a matter of minutes. You can set up an AI agent. You can set one up for free by just clicking here and then following through the process. It really does not take that long. You can set up the plan. You can do the free. And then with the free, you get up to 20 messages. You can add the agent to your website with the code. All you need to do is give your name, company name, phone number, email, and then you create an account. We don't take your credit card. I highly recommend that you do this. If you're a business owner, this will give you a competitive advantage over any of your other businesses that you that are in your area that do what you do. It allows you to go to, like I said in the beginning, it allows you to go 24/7, to be open 24/7. It allows you to communicate in multiple different languages, and the AI agents also will allow you to communicate instantly and convert more leads as well, both via voice and via text. So if you have any questions, let us know. You can comment. You can go to DIYai.ai. Again, DIYai.ai. And you can test it out for free. We've been doing this for a long time. We've been helping businesses, to show up both on Google Maps and now on the large language models. Where I've been helping, just consulting on how to do that. But this is primarily what DIY AI does. It provides a solution for you if you've got a local service ads page, if you've got a Google business profile page, and you really want to convert more of those leads. This is the way to do it. If you want to get more leads as well, this is the way to do it, is to have an AI agent help you. And let us know if you have any questions. We do this every week at the same time, 1 o'clock on Tuesday. And it was great having you guys here. I see we've got, a decent number of people from X and Facebook. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. Any comments would be welcome. If you followed with this, great. If not, let me know what questions you have, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Thanks. Bye-bye.